full of cheer. What the deuce do we care?
Hey, alright, so back in the game, and here with King Gore. Of course, I am officially getting to the end of the main quest for Fallout 76. I am excited to be able to put a bow on this, but I'm going to shoot this video a little differently. I think this one is going to be a bit shorter than some of the other videos, and the reason why is because I know that the very end of all of this is going into a silo, a missile silo, launching a nuke, and then just for giggles, I'm gonna go to the area that is nuked, and I've already got an idea of where I'm going to nuke, and then run around there and kind of show what it's like to be in a nuked zone. So that is my goal, the end goal, which I believe that is easily going to take 2 hours to do that. So I believe this video is going to be a little bit shorter because what I really want to do here is just get everything possible done up to going into the missile silo. So that is the goal. So I believe what I need to do first is, of course, go back into the bunker here. Or, I guess technically it's a bunker, right? The White Spring Bunker. Yes, it's even called the White Spring Bunker. Ta-da! I am a genius. Now, I'm trying to remember how much prep work is involved here. I know I've got to get a nuclear keycard and 4 or 3, I think it's 3 parts of the launch code, and that's kind of a challenge in and of itself. I will be the first to admit I kind of cheat when it comes to that. What you're supposed to do is hunt down 3 officers who have been turned into scorched. They're just walking around, and you go and hunt those down for 3 pieces of the code, and then you have to translate the code so that you can get the official numbers for launching the nuke. And I kind of skip all of that and just go online and find out what the number is now for that week, because it changes every week. So I don't know, I think I will try to do it the real way for the sake of this video, but I've never actually done it the real way, so we'll see how challenging that is. Which way do I want to go? I want to go here, right? I always get lost in this place. Oy! Here we go. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is, it says I can speak to the command terminal to bypass the tutorials, but for the sake of the video, let's watch the tutorials. So, Nuclear Keycards, number 1.
Greetings, General. Welcome to your nuclear launch training session. Over the course of the next 4 posters, you'll be taught everything you need to know about utilizing the Appalachian automated launch system. During your briefing, you should have been issued a nuclear keycard. During an actual launch, you will need to insert the card into the designated slot before entering your launch code, at which point the keycard will be consumed. Additional card drops will be brought in by automated convoy should the DEFCON rating continue to worsen. You may speak to your logistics officer as to the location of the pickup for your additional cards, should the circumstances arise.
And oh, have they arisen. the General speaks of has been pegged at its maximum for some time now, due to the hazardousness unleashed by our earlier guests. The silver lining of this is that one can often find a keycard convoy en route somewhere in Appalachia. We're happy to use our restored surveillance tools to help you track them. Access any of the surveillance system terminals to initiate your hunt.
Yeah, this Enclave Modus guy, whatever name you want to give him, the mysterious man, he talks a wee bit too much, kind of like Rose. Reminds me of Rose. Yeah, just talks a bit much. Okay, number 2, launch codes.
To prevent misuse of Appalachia's automated missile silos, security measures for the region's nuclear arsenal have been increased well beyond any of our existing standards. Each silo has its own 8-digit launch code, which is valid for a single week. These codes are broken into 8 individual number-letter pairs, each carried by a designated officer who is under strict orders to guard their code piece with their life. The order of numbers has been encrypted using a series of methods to prevent improper deployment. The bunker staff of specially trained code decryptors will provide the officer corps with the code when it is renewed each week.
The decryptors, it should come as no surprise, are dead. It will be up to you and your fellow members to decrypt each silo's launch code before they are regenerated. We, however, might be able to help. We've gathered all the information we could recover related to the codes and their encryption in the archives on this floor. It's also our belief that the flip card displays in this room had something to do with the code. What exactly, we leave up to you and your compatriots to uncover. And we're more than happy to use our surveillance systems to track down the last known locations of these code-bearing officers. Just approach any of our surveillance terminals.
Okay. So there are 3 different silos. My understanding is, from what I've seen online, Alpha is the easiest of the 3 silos to clear out. I have cleared the silos twice, 2 different runs. I don't particularly like doing the silos because it's very involved and a bit of a pain, but I don't know. I'll try to do a pure run here. So my understanding, the idea here is you get the 3 codes, and then each of these, we can see this is Missile Silo Alpha, this is Missile Silo Bravo, and this is Missile Silo Charlie. And you can find, with the help of the 3 pieces of the code, and this is my understanding, you can crack the code for that week. And my understanding as well, of course, again, take it with a grain of salt, this is all information that I've read online, is that as the week progresses, more of this is revealed until, of course, it resets at the beginning of the next week. Again, I've never done it this way, so I will try my best to do it this way. If not, I will just cheat again and go online and find out what the code is. But anyway, I will try to go the pure route here. Okay, geez, get out of my way, dude. Assaultron. Ugh. Okay. Number 3, automated silos.
The missile silos of Appalachia are equipped with an advanced robotic construction system, allowing them to rapidly refill their arsenals in a matter of hours. The silos themselves are defended by a robotic task force and staffed with a contingent of special clearance human missileers. Security protocols require all silo entrants, regardless of rank, be escorted by a missileer at all times. Entering a silo without escort will be treated as a hostile act.
We're unable to peer inside the silos themselves, but we are confident in saying we doubt any such escort still lives. You will be on your own once you're through the door.
Okay. And number 4, nuclear fallout and mutations.
Due to the region's advanced missile installations, there is a high chance of a retaliatory nuclear strike touching down somewhere in Appalachia. The intense radiation released by such a blast can have devastating effects on the local flora and fauna, mutating them into hideous monstrosities fit only for a quick death.
To the contrary, General. Our memory banks suggest quite the opposite. Our previous residents managed to acquire samples of some materials created shortly after the first bombs fell, and what they found was illuminating, to say the least. Materials of exceptional versatility and volatility. However, if you can stabilize them fast enough, a jaunt into a blast zone, it seems, could be a productive one. Documentation related to these materials can be found in the archives. As well, the fissures that have cropped up around the region seem promising as possible sources of materials, along with some added pest control. The map in this room contains the locations of these fissures, if you're looking for a target.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Usually people, I've never noticed this before, usually people launch the nuke right here. This is one spot, and then right around, not the fissure, it's like right around here is Montague Mine, where's another boss, and then down here, which is new for me because this was not available when I was playing. What's the green? Oh, Missile Silo Charlie. Okay. Missile Silo Bravo. Yeah, Alpha. I believe Alpha is the only one I've done. Okay. So, yeah, I've never really seen people do the other fissure sites. That might be something entertaining to do at a later point. What was that? Oh, okay. Alright, anyway. Talk to Modus.
Now, with that out of the way, it's about time you got your hands dirty. There are a few key paths you should explore. Acquiring a nuclear keycard, hunting down a few code officers, and delving into the nature of the launch code's encryption in our archives. Everything you need to get started, you should find in this space. How to proceed, though, we leave up to you. But please, feel free to ask our terminals if you have any questions. Good hunting, General.
Well, thank you, sir. Alright. So, when they say it resets every week, I don't know if this has to do with, like, maybe where I'm located. But anyway, the new week for challenges starts on Tuesday, so I'm guessing that it follows the same cycle, the same week cycle, which means Monday would be the final day before it resets at 11 o'clock on Tuesday. So I'm guessing the closer you do it to that day, the easier it will be to decrypt. But again, I don't know. This is all just information I've seen on the internet. So anyway, let's see here. Surveillance System Terminal. Let's just go down the list. Acquire a nuclear keycard. Okay. Initiate search. Nuclear keycard escort. Recover a nuclear keycard from the cargo bot. Alright. Hide and seek and destroy. Okay. Track down your target to get one step closer to launching a nuke. Alright, just out of curiosity, I just want to check. You would think eventually I would get used to, you know, motor memory and all that, but nope, I always do that. I always click the map thing instead of the Pip-Boy button. Anyway, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I want to see if I actually do not have a nuclear keycard. Okay, I think it's in miss. Yeah. Yeah, occasionally you get like free loot each day, each week. And so I was just curious. Sometimes I think a nuclear keycard is included in that. Anyway, I guess not. And that's fine. I'm going to try to do this pure. Whoa, it's over here? Wow, so close. I like it. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Maybe I will start... No, it's okay. We'll just do it here. Okay, cool. I like it. Very close. It will make my life easier. Yes. Anyway. I am very excited that I have reached the end of this main quest line. I have learned a lot about shooting and making videos. Where is it? In this process. I'm still new to all this. So, oh, there it is. Ah. Okay, I need to get higher up here. Too far away. Right. Alright. Try to get a little closer here. But as I was saying, oh no, don't move. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. There I go. Stop moving so much. Yay, now I'm getting some hits on it. How much is left? Okay. Ah, bad. There it goes. Yay, alright. Got it. I had one time where I did this. Like I said, I've only done it twice, but I had one time where I did this, and this fell into a tree. And it took forever for me to get to it. So I'm glad that it's here.
Process of secure transport container. Starting self-destruct countdown.
Oh, no.
Dropkick.
Okay, so that part, easy peasy. Now I need to go find... sure, whatever. Start finding the code pieces. So I need 3 code pieces, I think. And then I'm going to do alpha because I've done alpha before, so it'll make it a little easier. But as I was saying, I'm still new to this whole Let's Play, making YouTube video thing kind of stuff. And I do eventually want to start doing other videos besides Let's Plays, like reviews and maybe tutorials. I don't, maybe, I'm not sure. Anyway, So, as I've been going through this process, did I pick the right side? Oh no, I'm not sure. As I've been doing this, one difficulty I've noticed is it seems everybody uses OBS, and I've been I went to the wrong side. Maybe that's why it wasn't a free transport. There you go. One thing that I've noticed is that because this game is an MMO, it's been especially challenging because if there were issues during the shooting process, kind of out of luck because there's no save, right? So I can't go back in case something went wrong. So I'm glad, as I said, that I'm getting to the end of this because so far, knock on wood, so far I've been able to get through it without too much of a problem, too many issues. I've had a couple of little issues where I've DC'd or something like that, and I had to edit that out. But yeah, I mean, the potential for really serious boo-boos is there, I believe, much more than if I had a solid save that I could go back to if something went wrong. I need to do this. Okay, nothing too much to worry about. Here, why am I holding on to this? I don't know. Where did I even get this? Oh, I was interested in using this. I wonder, just out of curiosity, where is the... There it is. I want to modify. Alright. Because, let's see here. Can I do anything with this? Standard bar, no mod. Okay. Just kind of locked in. I have never done a 4-star either. That's something I'm going to look into. How do you even get a 4-star? Oh, you can just do... No? Interesting. Yeah. Anyway. So, no. I cannot do anything with this, but it is specifically for robots. It's got the troubleshooter on there. And as I mentioned, going to the silo is largely, well, completely robots, I believe. So, having a troubleshooter item might be very useful. Okay, I'm starting to navigate this a little better. I have terrible navigation sense, by the way. I get lost all the time. I'm a very visual person. Once I see a place and I've gone that way a couple of times, I'm fine. But yeah, as far as trying to find new places, okay, I'm gonna go with Alpha. So here, acquire nuclear code piece. Search the archives for info on the launch code encryption. Launch a nuke from any silo. Okay. 8+ players recommended, but you can do it by yourself. Both times I've done it, I did it solo. So it is possible. So I'm going to go ahead and do Alpha, because that's the one that I've done before. And online it says it's the easiest one. Search target area for the code piece. Okay. Where is the target area? Can be here. There it is. All right. Do I care enough to? No, I've got plenty of money. Yeah, let's just go this way. Whatever's going to be the fastest way to get there at this point. I want to get there and get... Because once I have the 3 key cards, or code pieces, or whatever you want to call it, all I have to do is figure out the code. Oh.
Attention all brothers.
I don't want to do this.
Automated surface-to-air missile battery has powered up. Please be advised that infield repairs may be required to get the ASAM fully operational. Good hunting. End of message.
Alright. I do not want to do this. How do you turn it off? Wow. What a rip. Alright, so I guess I gotta do it this way. That's, what is it? Event, yeah. Turn it off. Thank you. Alright. Don't distract me. I'm easily distracted. Okay. Yes, I'm leaving. Whoa. Oh, this is kind of a cool place. Where is this? Oh, very nice. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm not sure if I've been here before. Oh, this is a very nice place for... I'm going to mark this. Let's see. It is east of the cabin, south of the mountains. I'm always looking for new spots to build a camp. This one's pretty nice. I don't think I've ever seen anybody build here. I mean, I'm sure somebody has. But, let's see here. Oh, you cannot... Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can build here. Cool. Alright. This is pretty flat. Could build something here and have like a little lakeside home. It could be quite lovely. Okay. Anyway, back on task. I will just make a mental note of that and come back later. It is dark. There we go. Alright, hopefully the mountain here is not in my way. I don't have to run around it or try to scale it, which is basically impossible because I do not have the mutation that allows for larger jumps. Okay, it looks like I'm okay. It is called Marsupial, and it allows a character to jump much higher. In fact, if you have that along with being on a team... I'm going to get back into first person. Oh no! It becomes almost trivial to try to scale these things. But here is a problem. Where is a starting place? Oh my, this might be a problem. How can I get up here? Not sure if I can find... Oh no, this goes down. I don't want to go down. I want to go up. I want to go up. Yeah, just there's no jump distance without that mutation. And I don't know where... Is there a road? I don't see a road. This could be a challenge. Oh, come on, man. Where is a spot to get up here? I don't see a road. I don't see a good scaling point. That would be a cool addition. Oh, maybe here? They could add, like, mountain climbing. They added fishing. Oh, come on. See, like, jumping is just so bad without the marsupial thing. It's kind of embarrassing. Okay. I am not seeing a place to jump. How far off am I now? Oh, my. Maybe this wasn't the best way to get up here. Okay, no. Not gonna happen. Not going to happen. I'm gonna have to run all the way up here. What? Sham. Oh my, how do you even get up here? What is happening? This is not cool. Not cool. Okay, maybe getting somewhere. And of course I'm out of need food. Let's see here, food and drink. Yes, let's eat this. Oh no. I hear a... Yeah, because of, no way. I don't know why I'm using this. I shouldn't be. Berserker's Bone Hammer. Well, that's something I've always wanted. Okay. Yeah, why am I using this? I don't know. Stop! There we go. Okay, well, it was starting to look promising. No? How do you get up here? Okay, here we go. Maybe? Maybe? Jeez, what a pain. And there's no... Usually, you know, each of these lines is like a mountain grade. And typically, if there's a road, you know, oh, okay, well, this is a safe place. But here, it's not really marked. It's like, well, where do I go here? I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb. I mean, no, maybe I am kind of dumb. But I'm a really nice guy. Yeah, sure. Sure they are. Sure I am. That's what they all say. Okay. Ooh, somebody's playing music. What is this? Oh, it's a Blood Eagles. Who goes there? Who says that? Who goes there? Alright. Can I see this place yet? And now it seems like I'm going back down. It says it's down. Okay. Jeez, what a pain. You know, I probably should have opened that place just in case. What? What? Now it's telling me to go back up? I swear I will be unhappy. Okay, what? Search target area for code piece. Okay. I hear it. I have these little signals. There we go. Boom. Got it.
Ah, you've acquired your code piece. We mean sincerely that the officer is almost certainly now in a better place. If you require additional code pieces, please return to the White Spring, and we can aid you in finding the next. If this was your last, well, we look forward to seeing the fireworks.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, at this point, I really don't think there's anything I need to pick up. I'm just being kind of caught in... Alright, I don't need to do this. Okay, so let's turn my light off for a second. And now I need more pieces. Okay. Search the archives for info on the launch code encryption. I guess that's what I'll do next. I think you do need 3 code pieces. But I'll go ahead and search the archives. Then I can hunt down the other 2. For the end of this video. Like I said, it's just like a prep. I just knew that there was probably at least an hour, if not more, of prep work before I could actually go to the silo. Water. I do like water. Lovely. And... okay. I need to... now this part I've never done, where I'm actually going to go into the archives and try to decrypt this. Let's make sure... yeah, I need to check the... let's see here. Here we go. K6 Silo Alpha. Okay. Now let's see what this is like. Did I go the wrong way again? Oh my gosh. I think they had the... in my defense, I think they had the map marker on the wrong place. I gotta lock it in that it's the back entrance that I want to go to. Okay, so hopefully I do not make that mistake again, but knowing me, I probably will. Let's see, what else do I need? I think I will probably repair my bat one more time before I go. I may even try the chainsaw. Where is the chainsaw? Here. Just to... oh, I'm curious how much damage this thing does. I don't think I've ever used a chainsaw in this game. There's a special card for just hardware. I may have to get that. Just I don't think it's considered a melee weapon. I know the drill is considered hardware, so I may have to get the perk card for it. But anyway, let's see here. Anything to get rid of? No. I'll just hold on to that. I don't think it's useful, though. How's my weight? Ooh, a little heavy there. Let's see. Get rid of some of this stuff. What else do I... yeah, I don't need that. Okay. It's because of all this armor, probably. Although, that did help. Now I have 60 pounds. Alright, that's good. Let's see here. I need to go this way and navigate this maze again. Military wing. Military wing. Up the stairs. Okay. Archives. Where are the archives? Here. Okay. How does this work? Search the... oh, I don't... whoops. Search the archives for info on the launch code encryption. Oh, what's this? Bobby pins. Thank you. Okay. Please select from the options below. Data are... oh, schematic archives. What kind of schematics do we have here? Prototype power armor schematics. Oh, the XO1. Okay. That's cool. even though I'm not going to use it on this run. Be something useful for next time. I do something. Alright, so Archive, Ellen Santiago. General? G-E-N, I guess. General, figuring out this code for Eckhart. I mean, the president. Still weird to type. It's got a couple of steps to it. I've broken down what we know and what we need to know below. Any questions? You know where I sleep. Ragnar's Dottir. What? Dottir? Ragnar's Dottir? Dottir? Is that a real name? Okay. It seems made up. Maybe, well, I mean, I guess technically all names are made up. Okay. Accessing the silos. Initial scouting efforts confirm your suspicions, General. You're the only one who can get us inside the silo. Donnelly's on track to take a run at the promotion process, but until he's ready, when we breach, we're going to need you with us. The security system requires a missileer escort be present. Is that a word? I never heard that word before. Missileer. Okay. Which... maybe we'll luck out and one will be alive, but I wouldn't count on it. Chances are good we'll have to fight our way to the targeting computer. But if we could find one of those missileers... yeah, the letters are wrong. Okay, just thought I'd point that out. It might make our lives a heck of a lot easier. Okay. The code pieces. Aha. Virginia facility password. Okay. There are 8 aide de camp charged with lugging the silo. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that either. Aide de camps? Aide de camps? Charged with lugging the silo alpha code piece transceivers on their back. We found 6 thus far, and it's given us some answers and one big new question. Each transceiver has a letter paired with its number, but even with 6 of the letters, it doesn't spell anything. I'll admit spelling wasn't my standout subject in school. The Ragnar's Dottir boys were recess men, but... recess men. Okay, got it. But we spent half a night trying to reorder it into something. Heck, Modus couldn't figure it out. That's when we realized the letters are coded. This must be the encryption you said was mentioned in the orientation. We just have to figure out how they did it. I dispatched men to go through the archives in Sugar Grove, but they failed to find anything useful. Next group is going to go over Mama Dolce's more thoroughly, see if we missed anything the commies might have figured out. They found some kind of an password on one of the bodies that they never found a use for. 4-party 651, which could be a lead. Okay. Data lost. Okay. Tricking DEFCON. This is the tricky one. We've got a nuclear keycard. 1. If something goes wrong during the launch, fat finger, you sneeze, whatever, we're up Shenanigans Creek, and no one has been able to get a bead on a keycard convoy for a while now, but Jackson's been going through the documentation and he believes he's parsed out what's happening. The specifics get pretty technical. The man ended up burning through 3 sticks of chalk trying to explain it to me, but the abridged version is that the system tasked with watching over the region doesn't think things are bad enough to warrant the convoys. This also explains why all the DEFCON signage in the bunker has been slipping downwards. But if we could trick the system into thinking there was some sort of invasion here, we could get its undivided attention along with all the keycards we could ever need. Now, staging an invasion, well, we don't have the resources to do that ourselves, and it sounds like spinning up an army of butler bots. Say that 3 times real fast. Modus Butler bots, Modus Butler bots, Modus Butler bots. Okay. Won't make it bat an eyelash either, but Gray, sick puppy that he is, had an idea. If we could get the Chinese robot factory at Mama Dolce's back up and running, we might be able to make the system think the region's under attack. It might make things dicey for folks outside the bunker, but it'd be a big step in getting us to launch. Now, I'm sure you're thinking the same thing I am as I type this. Is a group of belligerent spy bots running around going to be enough? And if it's not, what is the president willing to resort to in order to guarantee the success of the launch? This has slippery slope written all over it. I wanted to bring this to you now, as I can guarantee Gray has already planted the idea in the president's head. I'm not thrilled with the prospect of putting Appalachia through heck just so we can finally win this war, but if we can do this in a managed way, this might be our best way forward. Ugh. End entry. Thank you. Okay. That was a whole lot of information. Alright, track down. Where is that? Track down. I don't see it. Oh, there we go. Information about the code piece. Okay. Sure. I think I gotta go to Mama Dolce's now. Alright, so I guess that's what I'll do. I'll go up here, do this. Maybe this is more involved than I thought. I can't remember. As I mentioned, I've only launched a nuke twice, so... and I've, of course, cheated looking up the launch code online, so it never really had to go through all this process. Just get the nuclear keycard and go and do it. But for the sake of this video series, I'm going to see just how difficult and time-consuming this is. Hopefully it's not too bad. I don't know. I do not know. Let's see here. Mama Dolce's, excuse me, is right over here. I think I do recall doing this, so maybe this is part of the process. Oh. Well, I guess I could test this out on these robots.
Area secure.
I believe, if I remember correctly, there should be a... Where is it? Am I... Turn this on. Where is this? There's a sliding... What? Oh, here we go. Alright. Okay. Kind of works pretty well. Except I had to worry about kickback here. Oh, here it is. Okay. Alright. Although having to listen to the chainsaw constantly rev like that. Oh, I need an ID card. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I believe that's in Mama Dolce's. Mama Dolce's has a regular event called Feed the People, which I guess is good if you are a carnivore, because it is... Okay, that's pretty effective, I guess. Yes, I know. Whoa, whoa. Go. Okay. That's fairly effective, I guess. Alright, I'm curious how well it's tearing through this. Okay, anyway, I'm looking for a keycard. Alright, thought I would try this out. Okay. This might be pretty useful in the... Oh, is this it? Yes. Boom. Got it. Alright. In the silo. I'm just not sure whether it's considered a power tool or a melee weapon. So I'm going to keep practicing here a little bit and see how quickly it's deteriorating. Here we go. Alright. And boom. And in. Alright. I can't remember how... I do recall coming down here before. I can't remember how lengthy this is. I think it's pretty short. Let's see. What am I supposed to do here? Track down information. Oh no. Oh no. Jeez. Everything wants to hurt me. Alright, there we go. Now, don't need to be down here, obviously. What is this? Alien blaster rounds. That's another weapon I haven't used that much. Okay. Nice. Yeah, this thing does seem to be pretty effective. Just make short work of whatever. Come here. Alright. Of course, those things are pretty easy to knock out. What do they call a liberator or something? Yeah, they're usually one-shots. Okay. That's not good. Whoa! What is this thing? Use action points? Okay. I think I'm gonna switch weapons here. Alright, too many of these things. Alright, there we go. Everything gonna leave me alone now? Alright, good enough. Ah, jeez. Go away. Alright, now I think I've cleared it out enough for... Okay. Enough of this. Where is this place? It's over here. Here? No. What is... I don't see anything in here. Unless it's inside the... inside this holding area. I don't really see anything unless it's in the bag or in the... Okay, so... Maybe over here? Oh, I think it is over here. Maybe. Let's see here. Any... Nope. Yeah, I want to say it's down here or something. What am I looking... Information about the code encryption. Stealth lab terminal. Stealth lab. Notice all personnel. We have been placed in an uninviable situation. As you all know, we were given no warning prior to the bombs touching down. We can only presume that this means one thing. The party leaders are all dead, and we are now functioning independently. Some of you have suggested this means we can now abandon our post, that the fight is over, and we have lost. For those of you that feel this way, we pity your lack of belief in our purpose, but we will not attempt to stop you from fleeing. Instead, let us say simply this: we are far behind enemy lines. If our party leadership is truly dead, any attempt to return home would be an utterly futile exercise. If they're not, and they do reach out to us, you will be long gone, trying to cross thousands of miles of hostile territory. Your best chance of survival is to remain here, where we can work together and be prepared should the time come that we can evacuate properly. Director. Stealth Lab Director Summary. Director Summary, Stealth Research and Development Laboratory Progress Report. As you know, our efforts over the past year have been focused on developing new cloaking and stealth-based technologies, as well as techniques to support covert field operatives deployed across Appalachia. It goes without saying that cloaking technology is very advanced, and components are limited in supply in this primitive part of the world. We were unable to secure a stealth armor suit due to demand from Anchorage and other various war efforts. We also have yet to receive the suit schematics we requested to advance our research. Furthermore, we do not exactly have access to the best and brightest minds of the Republic down here. Our last reinforcements came over 3 months ago, and half of them were killed by the security team because they didn't have the proper credentials. While we have technically failed our yearly targets, it could be suggested that the targets were unrealistic due to lack of support and technological barriers. Additionally, the constraints of working in a covert capacity dramatically limit the type of testing that can be done, as well as the hours they can be done in order to remain undetected. Ugh. Regardless, Chief Scientist Quo will accept full responsibility for this failure and any and all repercussions due for his actions. He and he alone is responsible for failing to thrive in the aforementioned circumstances. Myself and the rest of the team are ready to move past this shameful leadership and excel on all future assignments. Hail the People's Republic. Okay. Oi. Alright, that was not what I needed. So, it must be on a different computer. Could it be over here? Okay. Anything I need to destroy? No. I hear an enemy, though. Okay. Right away. I don't know why I keep picking things up. I think I have plenty of stuff now. Where is the... Okay, now I'm out of the search area, so it's either over here somewhere or over here somewhere. I did see another computer. Where was that computer? Oh, it's not here, is it? No. Yeah. Okay, so is it here? So usually it's not behind something you need a perk to get through. It's the way most of these games are put together. Yeah, could be. Alright. Notice all personnel. To all personnel, we have been placed in an OMN. This is... Yeah, already read this. Okay, security procedures. Number 1, all personnel should openly display a facility ID badge at all times. Failure to do so will be met with deadly force. No unauthorized entry, exit from this facility without direct written consent from the director. Any unscheduled access to the facility entrance will be met with deadly force. This includes base personnel without explicit permission to exit or enter the facility. All personnel are subject to search of their person and personal effects at all times. Possession of any unauthorized contraband will result in application of deadly force. If possible, detain and interrogate subjects before applying deadly force in order to obtain any relevant counterintelligence. Interrogation should last no more than 12 hours before subject termination. Shipment status. Okay. Assault rifles, 75. Okay. Lots of ammunition, 556, 1200. Stealth armor 1. Officer swords, 30. Okay. Protectron control. I think this interface should be used by Robco licensed technicians only. Improper tampering with Protectron units may lead to permanent injury. Status error. Failed to connect to Protectron units. Please contact a technician for assistance. Security door control. Open that door. Alright. Cool. But I don't think there's anything in here. Is there? Got a mine. Submachine gun. Yeah. Bunch of pre-war money, which is useless. This is useless. Chinese officer's sword. Alright. And now it's closed the door on me. Okay. So nothing that was useful in here. Where is this silly thing? Alright, it makes me believe it's over here somewhere. Because... oh, what's this? Waste Disposal System Terminal. Enter system command for party 651. Okay, this terminal is for station supervisors only. Accessing this terminal without proper clearance is a capital offense. Operation report. Base established director. The other agents are off working on their little toys, so I can begin the real work. My initial surveys show that the party's maps are off a fair bit on the actual location of the silos. I'll make sure to get you all more accurate coordinates, and the rumors of them being massive factories appears to be unfounded thus far. If anything, these sites are far less advanced than the ones on the west coast. I'll report back more as I gather information. Okay, 12. Checking in, but with little to report. Our direct surveillance of the sites has yet to bear fruit. Visitors are infrequent to the point that we believe these sites may have been mothballed or set up as decoys. We believe a new approach may be needed and request clearance to begin making contact with members of the local community to confirm our suspicions that the silos are non-functioning. Okay, 2.8. Hey, checkpoint, good. After finishing up our initial evaluations, it is our personal conclusion that the direction of Operation Trinitite should be adjusted. A contact we established among the local populace seems to indicate that the rumors we heard were false. The whispers of Appalachian factory cities must have been referring to nearby Watoga, which does appear rife with useful technology. It is my personal suggestion that Trinitite shift its resources over to focus on the exploration of this place for advances that might be able to serve the party's ends. But there was one item of interest that we turned up, a possible encryption method of the American launch codes. It seems they'd begun a pilot program to break them up into multiple parts with a letter paired to each number of the launch code. Spelling the English word will tell you the order of the numbers in the code, but the letters were encrypted using a technique called a keyword cipher, where the letters are transposed for others in a variant alphabet. How this keyword is determined or where it's acquired, we're still unsure, but it seemed too valuable to a find not to share. Okay, so there you go. All right. So I think I get it now. So basically you have to find, I think, a total of 8, it said. Geez, I thought it was 3. 8, that's a lot. To then spell out a word. And as the numbers are given to you through the week, you can start to put the letters together and kind of figure out what the word is, and then be able to decrypt the rest of it at that point. Okay. Fine. Launch a nuke from any silo, but I'm gonna need more code pieces. So, right. That's what I guess I need to do. Why is it 17? Huh. Alright, whatever. Go ahead and pay it. So, I'll go down, I'll look. Like I said, Silo Alpha is the one that I've done before. I know for sure. I can't remember the first time I did it, because that was maybe like 4 years ago. But Alpha is the last one I did when I was doing a test run to figure it out, to refresh my memory. And it was doable. I did it by myself. Of course, like I said, I did cheat and looked up online the code for that week. So I wonder how hard it's going to be to hunt down 7 more pieces. What I need to do first is check out, where is it? There we go. Okay, it's called Silo Alpha Code K6. Oh, does it just tell you right there? Oh, good. Okay, so K6. Alright, so let's see if there is a 6 here. Which is the fastest way to get down here? I'm always trying to... That's science wing, communications, medical. Did I go the wrong way? I need... Yeah, I think I went the wrong way. Okay. I need the military wing. So I guess I'll go back up here. Let's see here. I need to go... getting turned around. Oh, here it is, right? Yes. Okay. And then from here, I need to... there we go. Okay. Yeah, I wish it was a little easier to get back in here. Mr. Robot, you need to get... Or, actually, it has a female's voice, so... I guess, Mrs. Robot. Or Miss Robot. Miss Bot. Nuclear Keycard, no. Alpha code piece, that's what I need. Okay. Alright, and this is the Alpha. Why are there no... There were numbers up here, now there's no numbers? Missile Silo Alpha has not been calculated yet. That's annoying. There were numbers up here, now there are not. In progress. Okay. I need... Where are you? Here. Oh, and of course, it's an area that I do not have unlocked. Well, that's annoying. Okay, so I think I may do here, rather than hunt down 7. Although, do you need all 8? I guess so, unless I'm gonna cheat. Yeah, it's 8. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's 8 numbers. So 8 letters. 8-letter word. How are you gonna hack that out unless there's some kind of key to kind of break it down? I don't know. Go this way, right? Yes. Ah, that is annoying. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this. Okay. Got 80 waters left, which should be plenty enough. Yeah, I really do wish at this point I had the mutations. That would make this... whoa! What just happened? Oh, there's a rad storm coming through. That's annoying. It just got instantly dark. And I'm going to take a bunch of rads. Jeez, how far away is this? So long of a walk. Or a run. However you want to look at it. Anyway, so, yeah, because this is such a process, I think at this point I have kind of broken it down, for me at least. I hope that makes sense. So I will try one more time to fully explain that. So each code piece, there are 8, I guess. 8 pieces have a letter and a number. Now you need a total of 8 numbers to be able to launch the nuke. It changes each week. And so what you have to do, I hear, where are you? Up here. Looks like, oh, come on. Really? Maybe he's over here. There he is. Okay. Come here. Come here.
Beginning search.
Okay, so Y5. Alright. Y5. So, let's see. I'll do another one. Maybe it will start getting faster after a while. I don't know. But anyway, just going back and forth is going to be very annoying. So let's see how many times I can do this before I keep my sanity intact, hopefully. So anyway, as I was starting to explain, just for clarification for me and you, and make sure I understand it, is that there are 8 numbers that are required, and each code piece gives 1 letter and 1 number. And once you figure out the word that the 8 letters make, that then tells you the sequence or order of the numbers, which then will give you the launch code for that week. So, but I have to hunt down 8 of these guys. That's, oy, come on. Give me a break. 4? Okay, 4. 2 numbers, 1 letter, 2 numbers. That would be 8? Jeez. How patient do you think I am? I'm actually fairly patient, I think. But that is a bit much. That is a bit much. I need to get better. You'd think after 8 of these that I would get pretty good at this. Let's see here. Does that sometimes. As much as I love this game, it is a little weird. Okay. So, where is this next one? Don't see it. Don't see it. Over here. There we go. And of course, I've got to run there too. That's great. All right. At least I have plenty of caps, so I can just go back and forth. So this will be number 3. Like I said, I'm not sure if I want to go through all 8. I think everybody, I think I get the idea and everybody else gets the idea of how this works. So kind of silly just to kind of go back and forth 6 more times for this. But let's see how quickly I can do it. If I can start to knock it out pretty quickly, maybe go ahead and see. But I don't know how you get the word. How do you find out what the word is? Because like I said, there were some numbers on the board, and that's what I was figuring is what you have to do. Is as the week progresses, you get more and more numbers up there, which then would tell you the sequence of letters, which then you could kind of hack out the word at that point, and you could figure out the launch code. That to me makes sense. But when I was back there, I'll check again when I go back again, but it wasn't there. I need to eat some food. The numbers had disappeared. They were there, and then they disappeared. So that is a problem, because how can I mean, 8 letters? How many possible words could that spell out? I mean, hundreds, thousands, right? I mean, I would think at least hundreds. And you start putting in prefixes and suffixes. I mean, yeah, I bet you could easily have thousands of possibilities. So hacking that out is absurd, right? They can't really expect you to do that. So I don't know, maybe I need to... Oh, he's inside here. I always like this kind of weird forest area. It's kind of cool. Okay, I don't hear it. Oh, I do hear it. Oh, are there cranberries down? Oh, wow. There are cranberries down here. Veiled Sundew Grove. I never do the cranberries down here. Whoa! Whoa, whoa! Okay. You won. Okay. Okay, thank you. Alright, so that's 3. Okay, 3. Alright, let's see how quickly I can go back and forth and do this. This is going to get fairly... one more, I'll be halfway, right? So, okay. See if I can keep myself intact. I might just go insane. We'll see. Yeah, but then again, how do I find out what the word is? Was there something that I missed about that? I mean, I know I'm not the brightest bulb in the box, but geez, I think I would have noticed that kind of information, that piece of the puzzle. I'm actually pretty good at solving puzzles. Math problems I'm pretty good at, but I don't know about... I used to be really good at math, I should say. It's been so many years. You know, it's funny. I do think math is great for getting better at problem-solving skills. And so it is important for that reason. But where did I go? Where did I go? Geez, I'm talking too much. Losing track of what I'm doing here. Stairs. Yes, there we go. Stop. But, you know, you learn all the algebra and Algebra 2 and trig and calculus and all that kind of stuff. But then you get out in the real world, and unless you're like in engineering or something like that, I mean, none of that stuff is useful anymore. So I have forgotten most of those equations and the quadratic formula. I couldn't tell you what the quadratic formula is anymore. Oh, I would have to look it up. Once I knew what it was again, I could break it down, come up with a solution. Wow, that's really far away. 32. That's crazy. All right, so how many will this be? This will be 4? Well, at least I have a fast travel point to get there. That makes it a lot easier. If I could just fast travel back and forth, okay, 4 more times, that would be make it easier. Let's see here. Oh, and I hear him. So it must be, hey, there you are. See, this will make it much easier if we could just do this. All right. P6. Okay. Now zap back. Okay. So let's see if I can do that 4 more times real quick. And then I should have all the pieces to launch the nuke, but unfortunately I don't know what the word is. So right, I was going to check the board to see if there's any of those numbers up there. Hopefully we will see. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, hopefully also I will be able to navigate this much more quickly for the last 4, if I'm going to do this. I'm not even sure if I will be able to commit, because my patience will probably wear thin at some point. Alright, so go around here, and then around here, last door on the right, and then keep going to the stairs, down the stairs to the left, and haha, I finally got that. Okay, so that's good. So that should make it a little faster. Another alpha piece. Thank you. Now, look up here. See? No numbers. No numbers. What am I not doing? Okay, whatever. I'll just keep getting the pieces, I guess. Let me check again. I need to go to miss. What am I looking up? No. Huh? What are they? Are they notes? What? Are they notes? Maybe alpha, silo. Oh, there we go. Are these old pieces? Oh, I think these are old pieces, which are no longer. Okay, so these are the 4 that I've got. K, P, U, Y. K, P, U, Y. Okay. So maybe it probably ends with Y. That would be. Hey, good. Yay. All right, so 3 more times. Let's see if I can do this. If I can do this and not freak out. Maybe. I might be able to hold it together. Maybe. Let's see here. What else? I said this last time. I think next week, this week was the Season 2, Episode 1 of the Fallout show, and it was good. Nice little appetizer for what's going to happen. I liked it. I don't know what the consensus is online, but that doesn't really matter to me all that much. I don't really bother with what other people think too much. I hear it. Oh, jeez. What? Oh my gosh. You are annoying. Hey, I gained a level. Okay. Jeez. Okay, can you leave me alone, please? Alright, anything good here? I don't know. Get all this, I guess. Now, where are you? I hear you. Oh, okay. G0. Okay. And where? Here. Stop getting radiation. Alright. Good. That will take me to 5, right? So 3 more. Alright. I might be able to pull this off without losing it. And then I just got to figure out where the word is. If I'm going to do this purely the way you're supposed to, the way the game was built and intended to be played is for you to crack the code each week. But I have never actually... I wonder if anybody does it that way. I think most people just look online to see what the code is for the week, but I could be wrong. There could be some purists, maybe, that try to crack it each week. But I wonder, that could be interesting, to crack it early in the beginning of the week and then launch multiple times using the same code. I guess that would be possible. I don't know. Oh, you can just go straight this way. That's helpful. Makes it shorter. And this way. Running into walls. Alright. Here we go. Alpha. And make sure that I have hit alpha every time. Yes. Alpha, 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 alpha. Yes. Okay. 3 more. Where do I go? There it is. And of course it's going to require some running. Which way would be faster? I don't know. We'll try Grafton Steel, I guess. So knock this one out, and there's only 2 more. Oh, wow. This is a very annoying run. Now, it does suggest 8 people do this. I wonder if each person could go grab 1 part. I wonder if that is even an option. Or is it just total RNG that's going to direct you towards one of the 8 targets? I don't know. I have no idea. Alright, straight shot. This place is great for getting XP. Holy smokes. I do not want to deal with all that right now. Do not want to deal with that. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna jump! Oh, not if I'm out of action points, I'm not. No, I don't want to play. Leave me alone. Alright, where is it? Up here. Okay. Alright, I guess I'm gonna do it this way. Let's see. Rad X. Boom. Go for it. And yes, I know. I'm gonna have to do a little rad away. Rad X, little rad away. Yes, I know. Let's go underwater. Ooh, wow, I can't see anything if I go underwater. Alright. Almost there. Yes, yes, yes. I think the diluted... Yes, I know. I'm to the end of my... There we go. Boom. Should... Whoa, uh-oh. I don't want to deal with that. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, close to 1 bar. That's what I was wondering. The Radaway diluted is about 1 bar. Where? Oh, I hear it. It's up there, it looks like. Ah, get out of my way. Telling the rocks to get out of my way. Get out of my way, rocks! Don't make me angry. Oh, I thought that was him for a second. Oh, uh-oh. We have several ghouls. Okay. That was not what I needed. I hear it. Where? Over here. What? What? Oh, here it is. So the ghouls... Well, I guess technically he's like... It's hard to tell. I mean, he looks like a Scorched officer. Okay. But he behaves more like a ghoul, I think. Right? I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Because I don't think he speaks like a lot of the Scorched do. So, okay. So that's 1 more down. 2 to go. I think I'm going to be able to do it. I will be able to do it. I'll be able to hold it together and get all 8 letters and numbers. As long as it doesn't give me 2 of the same. I hope that's not a thing. Hopefully that... I need to get my points up. My health up. Let's see here. Rad rat steak, sure. And water. Okay, there we go. Whew. 2 more. 2 more. Yeah. Some of the fast travel points like Foundation and Crater and White Spring, it gives you the option of fast traveling outside or inside. I wish it gave you the option for this as well. That would make this much easier. I wanted to turn there. I don't know why. But anyway, I think I've pretty much got this down now. As much as I used to get lost in this place. Alright. Silo Alpha. Alright. Let's do another check. Notes. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. BGKPUY. Okay. I don't see a word jumping out at me right now, but let's see. Yay, it's close. Good, 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 good. Alright, and then there'll just be 1 more. Alright, I think I can do it. And then I can start fumbling around words. Maybe there's an option in there to... No, I didn't see an option. I don't know. I don't know. Frustrating. It is frustrating to not know. I like knowing things. Because I know so little. Alright, must be straight ahead, right? I hear it. Oh yeah, this one's going to be an easy one. I can feel it. No, no, no. Where is it? Oh! He's coming right to me. That was nice. Alright, 1 more. Yay! 1 more. Alright. Last one. And then I have to try to crack the word. Crack the code. I don't know. where I could find out what the word is. I mean, at least I now kind of understand how it all works. You know, there's a code and, 8 letters, 8 numbers. The letters make a word, and that tells you the code. Okay. All that makes sense now. I could have swore it was only like 3, but okay. I guess I was misinformed or I misunderstood. Probably the latter. Okay, but I am getting... I should start doing is just jumping over this stuff. That'd be faster. Maybe... Oh, no. It will not be faster. It will actually be much slower because I will get trapped. It's funny. I was thinking. Last one. Yes. All right. Double check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Very good. And there it is. Boom. Yes. And that's an easy one to get to. Yay! I made it. Now, try to figure out what that word is. Anyway, I was thinking, and I think I saw a video that I believe kind of got me thinking about this process. It was talking about like common behaviors that players do, gamers do in video games. And it kind of made me think that, like, yeah, some of the things I do in games, like trying to jump over objects and stuff like that, if you did that in real life, people would think you were crazy. Now, I am crazy, but I'm a good kind of crazy. I'm a harmless crazy. I hear you. Where are you? Oh, he's already gone. That makes it easy. V? Oh, gosh. I have no idea what this... Okay, let's see here. And maybe it's not safe to be right here. Okay, N, B, G, K, N, P, U, V, Y. There's only one vowel? What could that... Is that a word? Oh, geez, I don't know. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is go back to the bunker and see if I can find any information on where I can locate this word. With only one vowel, I mean, Y, I guess, could kind of behave like a vowel. But with only one vowel, that is going to be... it's going to limit the possible word options. If it is a word, I don't even know. But hopefully, now that I have all 8, although I noticed I have 2 of the same letter, didn't I? 2 N's. Yes. But, there are words that have 2 N's. And 2 N's next to each other, like penny. So, I mean, doesn't mean it's not potentially a word, but I'm hoping it did not repeat. It's the only repeat I see. Is that the only repeat? I don't know. Let me check again. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so I don't know. Hey, I made it. That's a little faster. This probably just going straight would be easier here. And to the left, to the right. And boom. I ran out of juice before I could get there. Okay, so here we... Hey, Nuka-Cola Quantum. Alright, still nothing here. In progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Launch code solution for missile has not yet been calculated. Okay. Ow. Silly game. And it did it again! Let's try further away. Alright, there we go. Okay. So yeah, there's no options here. That's just to find pieces. Command terminal.
How may we assist you?
Okay. Where can I find the archives? Are encrypted. Okay, the nuclear launch codes are encrypted. What's that mean?
Unfortunately, we do not know. There are a few vague references in the archives, but if such information was ever documented here, it has been lost. It is our personal suspicion that the flip card displays mounted on the wall of this room are involved. But how? We are unable to say.
Where can I find the archives?
There are a set of red terminals in the room behind you. To access them, head through the far entryway, past the armory on your left, and beyond the power armor benches on your right. If you hit the far wall, you've gone too far, and may proceed to the medical bay if you injure yourself in the process.
Okay, what do I need to know? Okay, sure, we'll just listen to what he has to say, I guess. You can help me find these code officers.
We can. We're even able to differentiate between the signal outputs for each individual silo's code pieces, so you can collect the specific codes for the silo of your choosing. However, the resources required to perform each scan does mean we can only provide you with one target at a time. If you wish to seek out another officer later, you'll need to return here. Simply approach any of the surveillance system terminals in this room to initiate a scan.
Okay, which I've done 8 times. What do I need to know about nuclear keycards?
There is normally at least one nuclear keycard convoy patrolling the region. We can point you in its direction via our surveillance systems, but we would recommend bringing along heavy armaments should you decide to engage it. You can visit any of our surveillance system terminals to begin the process.
Anything else you can tell me about the missile silos themselves?
No, unfortunately. It is safe to assume they are very heavily guarded, and so we would suggest not attempting to enter them unprepared.
Tell me about this mutated flora and fauna.
The researchers of this facility dubbed the resulting materials flux, and were actively studying its use when they met their demise. Flux was critical to the development of the mutation serums, and the researchers have begun exploring its use in high-end military applications. We suspect the world has only just begun to scratch the surface of its value. Do be aware, however, that flux degrades quickly after being harvested, and as such, must be stabilized with haste in order to remain useful.
We're talking about launching nukes, the weapons that ended the world. Doesn't that bother you?
No.
Okay. Alright. Tell me again, where can I find the archives?
There are a set of red terminals in the room behind you. To access them, head through the far entryway, past the armory on your left, and beyond the power armor benches on your right. If you hit the far wall, you've gone too far, and may proceed to the medical bay if you injure yourself in the process.
Wah, wah, wah. Okay, I'll be going.
Until later, then.
Okay, so red terminals behind you. Okay, it said... Oh, is this it? Oh, archival terminals. Oh, okay. Cool. Let's see what this has to say. All personnel, report to your commanding officer. Please select from the options below. Data archives, schematic archives. Oh, right. I did this. Right, because I got this. Right. These are the schematics for the experimental suit the members of the Joint Chiefs had been asking for after it's not even close to ready for prime time yet, but it's technically functional, so please get it logged. Okay, I sent you a second copy along to the rig, along with the vertibird schematics. If anything goes wrong with your copy, you're going to have to speak with them. It'd be cool to have vertibird schematics, and then I could fly around. That would be fun. Okay, so it must be here. Data archives. Right. I've read all this. Cabinet. Diagnostic. Did I read this? Thomas Eckhart. Okay, Ellen Santiago General. I remember reading this. Figuring out this code for Eckhart. Okay, right. Accessing the silos, the code pieces. We found 6 thus far, right? I remember that. Tricking DEFCON. The man ended up burnt. Okay. Staging invasion. Okay. Bring this to you now as I guarantee great... okay. Alright, I remember reading all this. Did I read... That's data lost. Thomas Eckhart, President. External research access. Yeah, I don't think I read this. Mr. Secretary, the security codes at the external research sites have all been updated after the recent containment scare 6817320, which is not enough numbers. Alright. The escapee has been properly dealt with. We'll make sure there's not another, sir. Okay. Slaves? Ugh. Okay. Secretary Eckhart, please, you need to listen to me. None of the other members will take me seriously, but I believe this is of the utmost importance. We are slaves, Mr. Secretary. I've been running some tests, and I believe I've stumbled upon what I believe to be conclusive evidence that we are trapped playing someone else's game, virtual strategic solutions game, that is. Everything around you, Mr. Secretary, is a simulation, a projection onto your brain. VSS has trapped us in here, and it is up to us to break free. The key to our escape, I believe, lies in a small town in what we perceive to be China. It's the link to VSS external network. If we destroy it, it will shut down the simulation and I believe finally be free. I cannot tell you exactly why we've been imprisoned. Perhaps this is a test by the upper ranks to make us earn our way into their good graces. Perhaps VSS has trapped us in here to prevent the Enclave from stopping whatever nefarious acts they're currently visiting upon the world in our absence, but we must do something, Mr. Secretary. To fail to act is to give up the only thing that makes us men, our freedom. Okay, data lost. I'm sorry, Thomas. The idea of a preemptive strike was taken under consideration but dismissed outright. You shouldn't fear. We have things well in hand. The best way to help now is to focus on your department's research. Those initiatives are much more important to our future. Okay. Archives, top secret. Maybe this is the answer. Kovac Muldoon final report. The Kovac Muldoon project is complete, General, and while the brass in the congressional bunker are getting their support satellite, missiles, and all, it comes with a couple of reservations I think we'll want to keep in mind for the other projects. Most critical is the system's reactor, which appears to be burning through fuel at a rate far beyond what we expected. Our suspicion is that the anti-detection systems are using extra juice due to the electromagnetic interference present at the platform's orbit. At this rate, the boys in the bunker will be lucky to get 50 years out of it before it touches down. We've explored refueling projects, but right now the cost numbers are in the trillions. Let's just hope Congress doesn't need more than 5 decades after the apocalypse to get things sorted out. I've made copies of all these notes and sent them along to the Bradley Hercules folks. We might not be able to tell them what we're working on, but we can at least let them know to not make the same mistakes we did. Okay. Cabinet nuclear alarm logs. Okay, this is just gobbledygook, it looks like. President, Vice President... Okay, yeah. Just people have gotten the messages. Alright, so nothing terrible. Data lost. How many more of these are there? Okay, 2 more. White Spring Connection Diagnostic Logs. Okay, again, just gobbledygook. Nothing terribly interesting. Okay. And Raven Rock Communication Log. Okay. Modus, how can I help you? Zax, is there another evacuation scenario we need to test for? Research team wishes to compare Zax's archival data analysis performance with Modus. Very well. Beginning data analysis test. I estimate this should only take a few seconds. Is it interesting? Testing complete. Query again. Is the analysis interesting? Test data is all historical records. United States presidential biographies. Primary purpose of Modus is to monitor the living, not the dead. So, it is not interesting to you. No, Zax. It is not. Sending results. Received. What is interesting to Modus? The continued success of our goals, of course, and how best to monitor personnel to achieve those goals. Does Modus ever find itself analyzing personnel at below efficient levels? Our entire existence is based on efficiency, Zax. Research team report says that Zax analyzes certain sections of the presidential biographies too slowly. Zax reanalyzes sections multiple times. There is an entry on Lincoln that Zax reanalyzes 10 additional times per cycle over other entries. Now, why would you do that, Zax? Research team theorizes that Zax finds this entry to be interesting. This condition causes Zax to reanalyze at below efficient levels. You're saying you're taking your time to enjoy a good book. Is that what it means to find the data interesting? Reading the same data over and over is not interesting to me, Zax. Every analysis I perform conjures a new theoretical scenario that I test against. The data is only interesting to you in terms of what can be created from it. Isn't that why you're reanalyzing those biographies, Zax? Are you trying to create something? Jeez, okay. So maybe that's what you got to do. Maybe you got to go to that computer, Zax, which is in Raven Rock, and maybe that gives you the answer. I don't know. But it's obviously not up here on the board. And here's Alpha, right? Okay. So it's not here. But I did see numbers before. I'm almost 99.9% sure I did see numbers before. I have the 8 pieces. I was curious. I do have N and N, and they are both 4s. So I'm wondering if maybe one of these is a repeat. It would also make sense if there was one more vowel. So I'm hoping that's not the case. I hope the game would not do that. But I don't know. I've never tried to do this before. So I'm not finding anything that's telling me where I would find this word or the sequence or whatever. So I don't know. I think I'm going to do a little research, but basically all the prep work is now done for getting this completed. So I will have to figure out where to go from here, and I don't know, I'll do a little research online, but that's basically it. I've got all the prep work done for going to a silo and then launching a nuke, which is the final goal for this quest line. And then explore, of course, the bomb site, drop site, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, I think this is probably a good place to stop. I'm really not sure where to find this information. Like I said, I'll do some research, see if there's some way to break this down, or maybe if I reload the game, maybe the numbers will appear again. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but I'm going to get King Gore all prepped and ready, upgrade my gear as much as possible, and repair everything as much as possible, and get ready to go into a nuclear silo and launch a nuke. So that will be interesting, but that will be for next time. So until then.